Hello, welcome to my channel. Renzo here. Let's paint a new portrait today. Just need to see my space here for mixing the colors. And let me see the hair here. Okay, I think everything is okay. The colors I'm going to use are titanium white, cadmium yellow hue, cadmium red hue, cobalt blue, and ivory black. Okay, I need to see the space just where I'm going to put the face. Okay, I'm gonna mix cobalt blue, red, and yellow. I'm gonna use some medium here. I always use linseed oil and turpentine. Hello Monique. Hello Dita. Okay, let's see the top. Let me see here. Let me see the whole face, the overall shape of the face. Top, bottom. I can make this side with a straight line. I'm gonna close here. In the forehead. Now the center line of the face. How tilted is this center line? This center line of the face is. This is very important. Okay, this and these lines are the most important ones. Okay. Now let's split the face in three portions. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Let's split this in three portions. 1, 2, 3. This one is going to be for the eyes. And let's split this in two. Up here is going to be the mouth, the whole mouth. Okay, need to step back. Okay, let me place the eyes. You know that I always use this angle from the middle of the base of the nose. I trace a 45-degree angle to the both sides, and usually with this line where this and this line meet, it's gonna be the corner of this eye, and here is gonna be the corner of this eye. And of course that we know we have one eye in the middle, the measure of one eye in the middle between the eyes, and the same measure for the nose. I mean, usually. Okay. Hello, Michael. Hello. There's a name I cannot pronounce. Sorry about that. Hello, is Scribine 01 is asking me, can you tell me what kind of canvas you use? Okay, usually I use cotton. Okay, and I add 3 layers of gesso. That's it, just 1 layer of acrylic, a transparent layer of acrylic. In fact, I have a little piece of this cotton that I use. You know, I'm using this small piece just to clean out the brushes. This is kind of I buy this for mirrors. It's like $3. Yes, $3 per mirror. Okay, I'm gonna work on the shadow. The last layer is just transparent, just acrylic. Okay, I mean obviously I prefer gray or some kind of brown. Any color that I mean obviously is kind of toned down is gonna work. Mixing black, red, and yellow. Just going to be working with the shadows. All this is a shadow. I need to gray down this color a little bit more black and white. Okay, I think this is better, yeah. I'm thinking about this one. I'm thinking that I'm going to add some red to the cheek here. Okay, and I need to see this difference between this and this color. Okay, I think that's working. Maybe I'm gonna gray down this a little bit more. A touch of blue and yellow. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's okay. You see a little bit of a difference between this and this. Okay. Scribing. Okay, it looks thinner than the one I use. I mean, I use I don't use just one type of this this cotton. I have another one that's thicker, and when I have to paint a bigger painting, I use the other one that's thicker. And for small paintings, I use this one. This is thin. The only thing that the one that's thicker, I mean, it has some tooth. I have to put an extra layer of gesso. This one is really small. I mean, we don't see too much of a tooth here. I don't know if you can see it. There's not too much. With 3 layers of gesso is enough, really smooth. I don't even need to sand the canvas. Canvas looks on the smoother side. I mean, yeah, I mean both sides are kind of the same. I don't even know which one is one. I mean, I don't even pay attention to that. I just stretch this here or here, that's okay for me. I have a piece of the other one. Let me, no, I don't have it right now. Let me see. don't have any piece here, sorry. Oh yes, I have a. Okay, give me a second. I'm just want to show you the other canvas. Okay. Where is it? Okay, I'm back. Okay, look at this. Okay, you see, I don't know if you can see the tooth. It's different. This is thicker. I'm gonna put both together. You see, there is a difference. The price is the same. I think maybe the thicker is a little bit expensive, but speaking just one more dollar. Okay, I'm painting this color around the face. I'm gonna change my brush. And I'm going to light up this color. You know that usually the skin color is an orangey, grayish color. Let me see the questions. Hello, Eve. Looks like a bleach cotton. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know too much about that. That's this. I've been using this for a long time. I mean, there is a store that is really close to the School of Art, and I used to buy the cotton there for years. And still now, I mean, I used to go there, and it's kind of the same store for maybe more than 20 years. They just sell all type of fabrics, yeah, any type. I mean, a lot of them, and they kind of sell them for bigger quantities. I mean, you cannot go and buy like 1 meter. I mean, I don't know. I mean, technically, I just sometimes I go and just buy 2 meters, but maybe because they know me for a long time. But every time that I go there, they are just like selling like big quantities of fabrics. Where can I find it? Oh, I don't know. You know, I live in Lima, Peru. I don't know where you live. Sorry, I mean, this is just regular cotton, I think. Okay, let's see. I usually end up always with a value scale here. I'm just starting with today with the darker color. Okay. Remember, sometimes I do this example. Imagine that you're painting an egg, and the egg is just like this. Okay, and every time that you paint, continue painting, you're starting to light up the color to the middle. Okay. In this way, you have a value scaler here, from here to here to here. Obviously, it's not gonna be the same both sides, this or and this. And the intention of this is to understand that it's not about just lighting up the color. You can light up the color and saturate the color at the same time. It means that I can end up my mixture here by just using orange, pure orange, and white, which make this color more saturated than the rest. Okay, and you see a value scaler here, but the difference between the value scaler is this color is going darker, it's getting darker, but I'm killing the color by adding gray, black and white, or you can add blue. Hello Joyce, hello Juan, hello Wolf, son. Hi, do you need the tooth of the canvas? I like a little bit of the tooth of the canvas, not that much, but I'm gonna show you again. When you see my canvas at the end, okay, this is without any preparation, this cotton, you see the canvas, the tooth, I think you can see it clearly, yeah? Like this tooth. At the end, when you see my canvas, both looks like the same, because I prepared this one with 3 layers of gesso and this one with 4 layers of gesso. Yeah? I don't like, to be honest, sometimes I don't like this tooth. Sometimes, not always. Okay, where I was? Oh, here. Okay, now coming back to this value scale, now obviously you need to try to, if you want to, of course, try to match, we all want that, just try to match the color with your reference. And that means that you can make this more reddish, more yellowish, pinky, orangey, it depends. And you see this egg shape. It's kind of the same. Obviously, I have to light up this side of the face that is lighter, because all the shadow is here. But when I'm lighting up this side of the face, I have to be sure to keep a difference between this area and this area. Okay, that means that this color here should be a little bit knocked down, and this one here you have to be more saturated, just a little bit. Okay, no, it's like this always. No, it depends on what you want. Maybe you just want to light up with adding white to this color, and that's gonna be perfect, because this change when the light change. Okay, if I want to warm up this more, that means that my light source is a really warm light. And when I just want to knock down, I mean, let's say cool down this, I just gonna be about adding white, pure white. There's a difference between this and this. Okay. Let's say this is warm and this is neutral. It's not like cool. It goes to the cool side, but it's not cool. If you want to make it really cool, you can add a touch of blue. Okay. This one with a touch of blue is gonna work as a highlight too. Yeah, perfectly work on top of a warm skin color. Oh. Hello, Joyce. I'm looking for thin tooth canvas, but they are more expensive than regular ones. Yeah, I mean, here's kind of the same, but pretty sure that there are some differences. Hello, Klaus. Hello, where are you? Okay. Now I'm making an example here about, let's say, a value scale and how we change the saturation and desaturation of a color. What I need here, I need just to make this lighter. I don't see like too much yellow on this, the light of the face. I'm gonna use mostly this color. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. This is one problem every time that you're painting here, Alla Prima, of course, or any time. I mean, not just Alla Prima. You go back with this brush to here, and see what happens. I'm making this a little bit darker. I have to clean out this. Make sure again. Okay. I mean, I don't care too much about this. I mean, I usually go back and make this darker. But if you care about that, if you don't want to do that, you just, after you finish up just working on this area, just clean out the brush. Oops, sorry. Clean out the brush and pick up more paint. Okay, I take a step back. You know, it's not just about color. I need to see if the position of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth is okay. I think everything is okay. Oops, I have to use this brush. Let me see. I need to see something here, some light coming from here to here. Usually when I paint Alla Prima, I don't care about mixing more colors. Even for the white of the eye, I use the skin color. My intention is just to get close to a skin color and of course pay attention about values, about how dark, about the lights, the midtones and the darks. A little bit of red here and white. Let me see. Okay. Always checking out the proportions. First, at the beginning, obviously, it's always about the normal proportions, like the center of the face, this. All these lines, okay, all these measurements. At some point we have to move these things, we have to adjust these measurements to the face, but at the beginning I always prefer just to start with this regular measurements, the Canon. Okay, that's for me is a good foundation, and I try to keep always checking out on that, I mean on the basic proportions, and of course trying to capture what is different about her face or any face. For example, I can see that she has a really short nose. This distance is really short. Her mouth is really small. I'm moving just the paint to reduce the mouth or the illusion of the mouth here, because I don't have any detailed painted yet. Okay, what else I can tell about her? Usually kids have bigger eyes. Okay, that's good. And of course there's a more rounded face. Okay. Hello, oh Umurunda. Hello, Luf. How do you have the colors at the background and canvas? It's acrylic. I just a layer with acrylics. This is kind of it's a mixture between brown and gray, and it's transparent. Okay. My canvas is almost white. It's not pure white. It's kind of you know what happened, that I usually have some buckets here where I mix the paintings, where I mix these colors, where I mix even the gesso, and sometimes I don't clean them out. I just keep adding more and more paint, and I end up with some different colors. Sometimes kind of a brown, sometimes really grayish. Okay, let me see. I'm stepping back. Okay, I'm going to draw. I think I have the volume. It's not perfect yet. I need more highlights. The color, let's say that is kind of close, and okay, let's draw a little bit more. I mean, let's make more details. Mixing black, red, and yellow. Okay, let's see. Let's think. Center line, alignments. Okay, check out from the corner of the mouth on your photograph. Trace a line up and see where it hits. Maybe it's gonna be the tear duct, maybe it's gonna be the middle of the iris, or maybe the highlight, and use that for drawing. Okay, Iskria Vine. Where did you find the model pics? In Pinterest. Yeah. I placed the link in the description box. Okay, let's see. And since I'm painting Alla Prima, I don't have like any previous drawing. I have to paint a little bit here and then move to the other eye. Okay, always checking. What I do at the moment, at this moment, is squint my eyes. I move my head. I lean back a little bit and get closer again. Okay. I squint my eyes. I lean back, and again. And always try to every time that I try to do to draw, for me is a simplification of any form that I see. I simplify to a simple, just geometrical flat shape. Wolf asking me, you always paint the darks first on a light background, then paint in the lights. Why don't you paint on dark background and paint in the lights? Yeah, I mean, anyway, I mean, what I do usually is I start with just two colors, what represents two values, the light and the dark. That's what I usually do. Today I'm painting, I started with the dark, then I started to light up this to the lightest light. I have now the latest light that I have right now. I mean, it's not yet the latest lights on the painting. Okay, squinting and stepping back. Thank you, Joyce. Look, one question. Did you see a lot of difference if you draw with pencil before put in the oil rather than doing as I usually watch your videos? Oh, yeah, yes, there is a difference. Yeah, of course. I mean, when I spend more time on the drawing, and let's say that I go over my drawing with oil paint, that means that I work more relaxed. Of course, because I mean I already have work on the drawing. Right now, what I'm doing is drawing. Right now, I mean I added a layer of paint. Right now, this is for me drawing. This becomes a pencil. Okay, and I'm thinking about this line. I'm thinking about this. Remember, okay, it's everything again. The center line, the line from the eyes, okay, the brows, splitting this in three portions, kind of close. Okay, and alignments, for example, the corner of the mouth, I think is could be here. I trace a line up, and it hits what? I mean, you gotta just check out this on your photo and then do it on your painting. I mean, don't do all these lines. Use just a brush and do this. You can put the brush on your photo like this. See where is the corner of the mouth. I'm gonna do it right now. And then I put it here, and I know that it's aligned with what? kind of close with the tear duct. You're not gonna find any perfect alignment. Okay, just something that is close. You see something close, use it. But one thing that's gonna happen, even if we have a perfect drawing at the beginning and we try to protect it, to preserve it as much as possible, the paint, especially when we paint on a Prima, oil paints kind of move, and it's trying to move little by little, the eye a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Okay, and you need to draw, always you need to draw in order to keep it right. That means that the first drawing, that's gonna be really good, I mean, to help us to get the proportions. But we are still drawing during the process. We have to check out proportions and all of that. Yeah, I love the volume that is here around the mouth. Yeah, that creates some roundness on the cheeks. That's really good. I want to capture definitely that. Okay, I have to step back, check out, everything is okay. Well, looks like, it doesn't look like a child yet, but I think the proportions are okay. Let's see another question. Could you please show how big the picture is compared to your painting? It's the same size. It's kind of the same size. Sorry, I mean, if I move my camera, that's gonna be a mess. My camera is kind of stick here, really tight, because I know you have, if you check out some of my videos, a couple of them, in a couple of them I have knocked my camera with my head. And maybe one of those videos, maybe sometimes it was about to be to create a mess here, and because you know my face is kind of, my cheek is kind of close to the camera, and that's why I keep it really tight to a tripod here. I don't want to have some accident. But imagine that I have the picture, the photograph, and my painting at the same size. What is really good, because at the same time I can just trace, I mean, visually, or you can use a brush. I can put this here, move it to the picture, and see if both are aligned. Okay, and do the same with the eyes. That gives me an advantage. This could be like working with this side size method. Okay, the only thing that kind of changed this is going to be later on in the process, that I have to zoom in the picture, and then that, I mean, but that time I gotta be sure that I have the proportions right, and that's not gonna be a problem just to zoom in the picture or zoom out the picture. Yeah, I'm painting 1 to 1. About a year ago, when I started, no, a couple of years ago, when I started to do these videos, I used to work with a laptop, and I have to put in, I mean, the screen of my laptop screen, the YouTube commenting box, my OBS program to control my camera and all of that, and the picture. At that time, the picture was really small. It wasn't the same size. Now I have a big monitor, and the picture is really big, and I can have like everything at the same time. The picture, the YouTube screen, and my OBS application here. OBS is a program just to put the picture here, the picture to my left, and you see my ad about my Patreon, about my paint along lessons in Patreon. By the way, if anyone wants to paint with me, paint along my Patreon, you can check out my Patreon account. It's just there on the screen. Okay, stepping back again. Let me see. Okay, I need to draw again. That means I'm gonna use this brush again, like a pencil. I can use just black and red. Okay, I need to add more lights because that's going to help me with the volume. Okay, if the volume is not right, that's going to be difficult to compare to get the likeness. Okay, I need more white. And another good thing is about you can print out a couple of images. Have one to your left, another one up, sometimes even more, one to your right, and even one down. I mean, this is a bit comparison. Yeah? About mixing colors is something that we can just get used to. Some mixtures, use some kind of formula about to understand that the skin color is of orangey, grayish color, and thinking about that, we can just move to a dark side, a dark orange or a lighter orange, and we saturate and desaturate the color. But for trying to capture the likeness, that we need a lot of comparison. We need a lot of comparison, and the only way to compare is just to have the photo reference really close and steady. Don't move it. Okay, I'm adding more light here. Okay, right now I'm just working, let's say, with one color. At some point I'm going to I'm going to saturate some areas of the face, usually with a pink color, or it could be pink, it could be orange, and to represent the cheeks, the reddish on the cheeks, the nose, a little bit of the chin, a little bit of the forehead, and the upper and lower eyelid. Okay. Now about blending, just be careful. Sometimes we over blend, and every time we blend we knock down contrast. Okay, for example, check out here. I'm gonna blend here this side of the face, and after blending, definitely I have knocked down the lightness, which you see here is brighter. That's gonna happen the same here. That's why we need to add the highlights again and again. Okay, I think I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Let me paint the neck here. Let me read a comment. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Faisy. Hello, Hasmuk. Yeah, thank you, Michael, for your comment. Let's see here. Okay, let's work a little bit here. Make some black. All right. A touch of medium. I haven't used any medium for the face. Using a little bit of medium here for the head and for the hair. Just to spread this a little bit faster. Yes, I mean I need more linseed oil. I'm not gonna paint the ear. You see the link, you're gonna see the ear. You see my picture here on my screen? You don't see ear. I mean, with Photoshop, I just erase the ear. It's not that I don't like to paint ears. It's just like I'm making a live stream, and you know I don't want to spend too much time, and I want to spend more time in the face, on the face, that working on the ear. Okay, let's see the reddish colors on the face. I'm thinking, usually I add just camion red and white, and sometimes I add camion red and a little bit of yellow. That means some more like an orangey reddish color. Okay, okay. Hello, Swap Neil Wolfson, telling this method is very much like Marilyn, building the likeness. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I need to correct something here. I just have seen something here that I need to fix this. Okay, let's put some red to the face, or orange. I'm gonna try both. Let's see which one works. Just red and white. touch of yellow. You know what? I love more of this with a touch of yellow. What about if I add more yellow? It's more orangey. I don't see that much of this color to make it more reddish and more yellow. I erase a little bit of the nostrils. I have to just redo it, that portion. A little bit of on the chin, okay? Just a little bit of the forehead. Almost nothing, okay? Just a little bit. You have to see more of this red here on the cheeks, on the nose, and the upper and lower eyelid. You want to see a close up? Can you see the texture, the tooth of the canvas? That's the smooth one, the thin one. Okay. Okay. Now let's see what colors we can find on the face. If you've been watching my videos, you know that, I mean, this is kind of repetition. And I try to keep the process simple, just for you all to understand me. You see, all the things that I do for you all. Swap Neil is asking me, do you paint landscapes or just portrait? Mainly portraits. I love painting portraits, but I mean, we're painting landscapes this month in Patreon. Saturdays morning. Okay, let me pick up a different brush. Let me see. Now, you can use gray, black and white to paint these colors here, this color here, and this between the eyes is a little bit greenish or grayish, depends on your painting. If you use black and white, you're gonna see like kind of bluish color. Okay, if you add a little bit of yellow, it's gonna be greenish. You know why? Because black, ivory black especially, it's just like a dark blue. But you can use blue if you want. It depends. Just try to match the area. For example, this area here, you see in the picture, you see this kind of a greenish, grayish color. Exaggerated a little bit more if you want. You know that we are free to do this, to exaggerate some colors, to add saturation, or to just to knock down the colors. Let me check out. I need to zoom in the image just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of pink here. Okay. I'm gonna work a little bit here. I just want to capture the volume here. I think this part is really important to represent the roundness on the cheeks. I added too much blue there. Just correcting. Let me add more white. I'm adding this light to create more volume in this, on the cheeks. Okay. A touch of yellow, a touch of red. That's my dog. Let me see the volume. Getting close, but this is gonna be difficult, this area, but I mean this is something really important. Here in the nose, I mean she has a lot of roundness here, here, here in the nose. I gotta go just slow. Let me see if there is any question. This is kind of solar palette that you use. Hello, Maggie. Thank you, Monique. No, this is not a solar palette. I mean, this is a primary colors palette. Yellow, red, and blue. Primary colors. And black and white. Yeah. What happens with the sword palette? The sword palette is kind of a simplification of the primary colors. You know, instead of yellow, it's yellow ochre. Red is the same, and instead of blue, it's just ivory black that act as a dark blue. Dark blue, red, yellow ochre, and white. And since the skin color is kind of a grayish color, we don't have like really intense orange or something like that. The sword palette works perfectly. Hello, Nahid. Wasam. Thank you. But it's not the sword palette. Yeah. But limited palettes are really perfect to practice because we don't have too many options. That's really good to always practice with. This is, let's say, I don't know how to say it, but I mean this is kind of, you see few colors here, but it's not like a limited palette. I mean, you have yellow, red, and blue, you can have a lot of colors. You can paint a landscape here with this. Of course, I mean, if you, let's say if I have another yellow, more strong or more powerful yellow, it's better. Yeah? If I have not just cobalt blue, cerulean blue or Prussian blue or Taylor blue, we can get more and more colors. Okay, I need to step back. Let me see. I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, that's okay. Now I was squinting down my eyes. I have this light, which is pretty good to work the volume here. I need more light here and the forehead. Remember that we have to pay attention to the intensity, how light is a color, sometimes because we have let's say a mixture like this one, we tend to put this color here, 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 and we end up with the same bright lights all over the face. We have to understand that when the light hits an object, it hits usually in one spot, and from there the light just spread on the object, spreads on top of the object, and then that's the same in a portrait. That's why we need to have just one or just two like really like highlights. Usually you notice the nose, it could be the cheeks, it could be the forehead. For example here. Dennis is asking me, do you know Jim Paul Belmondo in Peru? Wow, that name kind of ring a bell in my head, but to be honest, I don't know. It looks like a name. I said he's a painter from Peru. Or I mean, that name looks like more like a French name, but I mean, we're in Peru. We are. I mean, there's a lot of people from everywhere, but it looks like sounds more like a singer. Sorry to be too ignorant. Okay, again, I'm going to draw again the eyes. Okay, one color that I need to add is permanent alizarin crimson. Just a little bit. I don't need too much of this color. Well, my palette knife, it had a little bit of white. I love these brushes because it gives me some distance between the painting and my hand. I think I'm gonna use this more. You know the difference. These are the ones that I've been using for a long time. Number 0. Compare the size of this brush. Okay. I used to hold this brush like this. Now I'm holding this one from here. Of course, if I need to make details, I have to get closer and working like this. Right now, I love that I have some distance. Okay. Let's see, just this area. Let's say that I'm gonna check out the overall shape here between the brow and the eye, and even I can use the shade, this mid-tone here. Okay, let's move to the other eye. Let's see, the tear duct is aligned with the wing of the nose. No, not perfectly. If I move down, it's aligned with what here? The corner of the mouth is aligned up with, I think it's kind of close to the inner part of the iris. Yeah. He's a French actor. Okay, he was. Yeah, he sounds like I know him. I just don't remember now. Right now, don't remember him right now. Now, of course, I'm just resting this hand on top of this hand, okay? Let me step back. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the nose. Looks like this eye is watching at me and this one is watching to the right. I mean, I'm gonna fix that in a minute. Nostrils. Tear duct here. Tear duct here. Okay. I need more highlights. I'm getting close. I think I'm just painting her eyes just too big. Let's see. I still think that maybe I have to light up this area a little bit more. I have to continue. I mean, the more I have painted, the more I can compare and to see what is wrong. Okay. You have any question? Just ask me, please. Nostrils, mouth. Okay, let's see. Okay, I need to change this color. Dennis is telling me he was crazy. This guy, Jim, Jim Paul Belmondo, just like Louis the Fumes, but with muscles. Sorry, I don't know Louis the Fumes. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm getting the size of the eyes. I don't know. I'm just softening edges here. And squinting down my eyes. I don't see too many movies lately. Hello, Ingrid. I'm just laughing reading the comments. This Dennis reading Dennis' comments. By the way, Dennis bought me a couple of paintings a week ago. Let's say, everybody, thank you, Dennis. I have more highlight on the nose, just pure white. Okay. Okay. Later I'm gonna add a little bit of a highlight with a touch of yellow. Not right now. Oh, hello, Miriam. Hey, Michael is saying that you're a star, Dennis. Ingrid Carlson, is this class part of Patreon? No. This is just YouTube. It's just free. This is just free. Patreon is kind of similar. It's just the difference from Patreon is, of course, that we paint alone. I mean, you all share your paintings with everybody, and I critique the paintings. Yep, that's the only difference. And of course that we go slower, and of course that I tell you all the secrets that I don't say here on YouTube. And what else? I mean, yeah, we pause a lot in order for everybody to catch up when we paint. And I can hear your voice, and I can see you, and you can see me. Well, you see me at the beginning, yeah, because usually the camera is just the same position, my camera, and then okay. Okay, then is yeah, I think you know that yesterday I checked out something really fast, and I think I saw you sent me an image of another actor. I'm gonna check out. Pretty good, okay. But what I understood, if you that maybe you wanna change the painting that you already bought me for a new one, eh? From this actor. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to check out if I can see a nice picture. What brush are you using? These all my brushes are synthetic brushes. This is the brand is Bianjo or Bianjo, Bianyo. The number 2. Really long brushes, long-handled brushes. Hello, Gladys Vélez. Okay. What time is it? Well, I'm gonna work a little bit faster. Okay. I'm trying to go slower because I mean, I'm checking and checking and checking a lot because I think she has something special on her face that I wanna capture. But let's see. Okay. Again here, making this a little bit darker, but keep it this a little bit reddish, no black, just to try to keep some transparency there. Okay. I like this. You see the reddish here, orangey, more reddish orangey in this greenish here. Okay. I love that because I think that helps to make the nose pop forward. Okay. And remember that all the time. What I'm trying to be careful is that the color that is next to the nose, both the right and the left, I'm trying to be careful not to add any saturated color here, more saturated than the nose. Okay. Okay, yeah, cool, Dennis. I sent you the nice picture. The second one was more for the feeling up the, and the background. Okay. Ingrid, did you sell your Shirley Temple painting? I don't remember. I think I don't. I don't sell it. I didn't sell it. Yeah, I didn't sell it. Yeah, let me check out if I have it here. I mean, not now. I will send you a message. In any case, okay. You know the paintings here, I sell them for $160, and the paintings that for my patrons, the paintings that we have painted during all sessions in Patreon, I sell them just for $60, just for my patrons. I mean, those are not the paintings that I have painted in YouTube. It's just the paintings. Some of them are just not finished up, just because, I mean, we paint usually 4 hours, but we pause a lot. I mean, I don't have, sometimes I just don't have the time to finish up a painting in 4 hours. Let's see, I need to step back, check out. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I'm gonna light up, I'm gonna paint it here, green eyes. That's gonna help with the lightness. Okay, that's better. Now I have to fix the mouth. Okay. This one is brand new. You see how soft it is. Really good. I'm going to I'm gonna put a link in Amazon. You know that I have some links to Amazon if you want to buy materials from Amazon. I mean, I will get a commission, yeah. It's a really tiny, small commission. Anyway, everything just add something. Okay. The lower lip. Okay, let's see if there's any question. Okay, Ingrid. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Dennis, do you know this app called Artist Eye? No, no. Oh, Dita, you have that app? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, I assume that this is an app to help to draw about an army or something. To draw better? I mean, Artist Eye? To see better, sorry, to draw better, to see better. Any tool is okay to use it. Any tool. It's just, we have to use it. Okay, also Da Vinci app, Lucinda art or something. Okay, that Da Vinci app. I think I have seen that app in a YouTube video about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, a guy shows that app. That is kind of projecting the image. Yeah, it projects the image on the canvas. But I see that he's kind of transparent image, and you see kind of the painting, the image, and the hand, all of three just transparent on the screen. That's what I have seen. But this, I think, is better just to trace the drawing. Yeah, I think that was, why doing all of that? Trace the drawing. That's gonna be faster. I don't know. I mean, you know, Vermeer and a lot of painters, they use this camera lucida or camera oscura, but all that stuff when painters were able to trace a picture. Yeah. I think everybody stopped using that because tracing is more precise. I mean, use anything, yes, use anything, use everything, but what kind of, I don't see, I mean, just for fun, I would use that, but kind of for that we need to use that. No, if we want to project the image, we can just use a projector or trace the image. I mean, tracing has been always the best way to be more accurate with the drawing. I remember when I was a student in the School of Art, it was so common to trace. Nobody says, "Oh my God, you're cheating." No, no, no. It was just something normal. But I mean, because we were just drawing and painting daily. Eh? But I mean, we don't trace with the teacher there. I mean, it's something that nobody. I mean, it's something that, let's say, if we trace, we have to compensate by drawing more. And of course, that's another tool. I mean, maybe the tool that I think is even better is this kind of something like this that you move. I don't know. I don't remember the name. That you measure like this, and you have the same measure here, but it's different size. Yeah, this image, your image is small. You have this measure. You have a bigger measure here. And I think that's. I don't know. I have seen that, and I think that's something that I will use. I mean, I will use anything, but that's something that I will use. And if I'm going to project the image, that what I have projected so many images when I have painted so many commissions. Now, it's better tracing. Tracing is just simple, faster. And I know that the problem with tracing that is sometimes that we paint something big. I remember I used to have a projector. I used it for a long time until one day I didn't have any money. I sold it. I sold it. I remember I sold it for I bought it for $100, I think. I bought it in a store. I remember it was 20 years ago in Pearl Paint in New York. I bought it in this store, and I sold it here to one of my friends here in Lima for $50. That was the last day that I used a projector. But I didn't have any money, and they said, okay, I have to sell something. I mean, I have to pay for the beers. But that was really good, that projector, I remember, because I was able to paint really bigger paintings. The only thing that after a few minutes, when you have that on, after a few minutes it gets really hot, and the picture that you have to put beneath the projector is starting to get really hot and start just to wave, like, I don't know how to say it, but you start to get some distortion. And in order to work okay with the projector, I have to just work, let's say, for 5 or 10 minutes and turn it off. Wait for it to get cool and turn it on again for 5-10 10 minutes. And again, repeat the process until I get all the drawing done. Divider, yeah. Divider, yes, this is. I have seen that one, and I think that's really useful. I don't know. The only problem that with all of those things that even when you have the drawing ready, perfect, 100%, you don't move anything of the drawing. 100% perfect. If you just misplace the values, light and shadow, you lost the likeness. That's let's say if I flat her face, I make a shadow here instead of, I make this light a little bit darker. That's gonna affect the likeness. When I make this, even if I put a bright light here and I make this darker, that means I change the order of the lights. That's gonna affect the likeness. And you know that we use all those tools to get the perfect likeness. And the only problem is that maybe the thing that we need to practice a lot is about values, and about midtones, lights, and shadows, and always to have an order to block them between lights, midtones, and shadows, because that's something that we cannot trace. And I have seen some paintings with this, and you see that the value is not right, the likeness is not there. That means once you have the position of the eyes, nose, and mouth, everything is going to be about values. Getting back and forth about lighting up, darken up, and all of that. And squinting a lot. I don't want to discourage anyone about using anything. I just want to point out that there are something things that we need practice to master, and there's no tools that are gonna help us to get there. It's just pure practice. Okay. Proportional dividers. Oh, that's that's the name. That's really good. Hello, Prof. Mark. Bye, Dennis. That projector called a tracer. They are terrible. Your photograph is sticking on the glass because it's going to be hot. Yeah, that's the one that I had. Okay, I have to keep adding more lights. Just adding pure white. Okay, here. Okay. The most famous painter that used a tool like a camera oscura was Vermeer. amazing paintings. I have to move, I think, this eye to my left or right, something I have to do with this eye. Or maybe it's just a tear duct, I don't know, but okay. I'm pretty sure I have the angles right. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I have so many things right. The thing about the likeness is really something that I don't know. I mean, sometimes I have traced, I have projected the drawings, and sometimes just I'm pretty sure that everything is perfect, but the likeness is not there. I don't know what happened. It just looks like a little tiny thing. Is it's like what portrait painters they used to call the soul. Eh, It's something like that. It's like you see that the proportions are there. You see everything is there, but you don't feel the person is there. I don't know what's that, to be honest, because I mean I have experience. I mean I've been painting portraits for so many years, and I remember once I was painting I mean it was I mean somebody that just passed away, and his wife she asked me for to paint her husband. I can remember that the particular portrait it wasn't finished, but I saw like it was like 70%, and I kind of I can see his face and recognize him pretty good. And remember when she came to see the portrait, she ended up just crying and kissing the painting, and the painting was wet. Yeah. But that's an example. And sometimes have been spending hours. I have traced, I have used a projector, everything, and I don't know why. I don't see I don't see what's wrong. I mean, definitely something is wrong. Yeah, definitely something is wrong. It's like I mean, maybe we love to believe that we have everything perfect, that we don't know what is missing, but definitely something is missing. Yeah? Anyway. I have had really nice and fun experiences painting portraits. Hello, Gregory. Thank you. Okay, Dennis. Hello, Mar. Hello, Jonas. Michelle Ramos telling me left eyebrow too thick or too dark. Okay, thank you. Gonna check out on that. Okay, okay. Gonna add the highlights to the eye. Okay, remember every time that you paint the white of the eye, it's not white, it's a sphere, it's in shadow. Okay, there's no way to paint this white. Every time that we shade this, we have to keep in mind that we are shading a sphere. Jonas asking me how do you store your paints when you are done with them? I use silk paper between mine. Yes, silk paper. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. I don't do anything special. No, I have just too much. I just put one on top of the other. Just like I have a bunch of them. Yeah, just that. I mean, I don't do anything special to them. I mean, I take out the canvas from the stretches bar, and I put them one on top of the other, like they were uh, sheets of paper. Okay, I'm going to blend again these lights here. What I do, I mean, is I varnish then after a month or sometimes just a week. You know that sometimes I don't use too much paint. A week is gonna be enough to varnish the painting. But sometimes I have to wait for a month, 2 months. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna rest from the face. I'm gonna work on the hat. Okay, and the background. Okay, oh, left eyebrow too thick, too dark. I forget about that. I'm gonna check out that. Let me see. Yeah, it's too dark. Wow, it's a lot dark. Thank you, thank you. Okay, hello, hi, Monique. You use wax paper. Okay. That's good. I mean, I usually, for a long time, I just didn't have too much paintings at home, like just basically maybe 10 paintings top. Because I paint and try to sell the painting, or if I paint a commission, I mean, I finish up the commission and just that's it. And now I have a lot of paintings, especially these paintings that I do for YouTube. A bunch of them, I mean, maybe more than 100, including the paintings for the patron. Just too much paintings. I'm just going to start just packing them and sell them by weight. I think I'm getting close, just little by little. Maybe the upper lip, maybe just too thick. I'm gonna just see. that, yeah, I think it's too thick. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's better, but it doesn't look the same mouth. I need to do this. Yeah, that's better, I think. Oh, still it's too thick. I'm gonna light up first the upper lip. There. Again, I have to add the highlights on the lip, lower lip. And change my brush because I need to paint some shadow here in this right side of the okay, I need to make it a little bit thicker. I need more light here. Okay, more. I said that I was about to work on the hair and the hat, and I just get caught up here on the mouth. Now that I'm here and I'm just watching more mistakes, things to fix here. For example, I need more light here. Okay, a little bit of light here. Yeah, I think this reflection here that's gonna be good for the likeness because that's gonna help with the expression. I can see another light here. I'm gonna check out the comments. Hello, Mervat. Thank you, Ingrid. Hello, why niches? Okay, I'm gonna add more light. This is the brush that I'm using for blending. A bit more light here and here. I'm just using more white just on the tip of the brush, and I'm blending and lighting up this area. Okay. Again, a little bit of white, and the same here. Kind of spreading and making this kind of circular, you know, because I want to create represent this roundness here. Okay, I'm gonna use the same brush and cleaning out the brush just with a rag. I'm gonna add a little bit of this darker color just on the tip of the brush, okay? Because I need to make this a little bit darker, just here. You see, it's a little bit of shadow here, a little bit. Of course, that's gonna help for the roundness on the cheek. Okay, the same here. Just the tip of the brush. Now I gotta check out this side of the face. Something is not okay there. I can tell that something is not okay there. Maybe I need to make this grow. Yeah, I think that's better. I'm going to soft that edge. Okay, I need to take a rest from the face because I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can make it better right now. I need to rest. I mean, at least a couple of minutes. I'm gonna paint the head, the hat, and the hair a little bit. And I'm gonna read the comments. Oh my God, I mean, I'm thinking about doing that, and I'm finding that I have to close this eye a little bit. Both, I think. Yeah. Now it's gonna be from here, from the lower part or the upper part. I don't know. Let me zoom in this. I'm gonna zoom in my picture here. Yeah. Yes, I think it's gonna be from here. What else I need? More eyelashes. Yes, maybe this is gonna close the eye a little bit, make this line thicker. Okay, I think that's better. Yep. Now the other eye. I'm zooming in here in YouTube, and I'm zooming in here, of course, in my screen. Sorry, I was holding my breath. I have to lower this line a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's better. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna read the comments while I'm just resting from the image. A minute. Oh, really great to see. Wayne, thank you. Michelle, light on right lower cheek near the jawline. Okay, I'm gonna check out on that. Michelle. Ingrid, are painting lightly with the paint. Lightly, yeah. This is not thick paint. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. I'm gonna zoom in as much as possible. Okay. At some point, my camera is just going. It's not gonna keep it. You see the amount of paint? It's not that much. But I mean, I'm not using any medium. I mean, I have paint. Since I don't use any medium because I want to smooth this. If I use medium, the painting maybe is gonna be just thinner. In that case, that's gonna be kind of difficult to smooth out the paint. Yes, I mean, we need paint. How much? I mean, if it's too much paint, you need more experience to manage a lot of paint. Paint's really thick because I mean, just to manipulate the thickness, try to blend. It's different. Yeah. But if you paint with really thin paint, you're not gonna be able. Anyone is not gonna be able to smooth out the paint. Okay. I love this, the roundness here. I think I got it pretty good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna paint. Okay, I get distracted again watching the image. I didn't want to see the image for at least a couple of minutes. I'm reading again. Good advice, Lorenzo, about how you store the paintings. Okay. My way to store the paintings maybe is not the proper way, but I just put one on top of the other, just flat, like sheets of paper, just that. Nothing happened, okay? Nothing happened to them. And I move them so often, like a weekly, because you know that the humidity is kind of something that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the painting. It's gonna just if I move them just to try. And I keep it in a ventilated place. I have like a big window. There's no window because there's a space on the roof here that is just for where it's getting the light. And just below there I have the paintings. That means that they are really ventilated. Joyce, is this is insult yet? If you add freckles across the nose, I'd like to buy it. Don't forget the hat. Okay, Joyce, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna add the freckles. What? Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Dita. What type of canvas do you use? This is cotton. I prepare my own canvas with 3 layers of gesso. That's better with the ice. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, if you go back to the beginning of the video, Ari or Ari A, I explained about my canvas, and even I showed that the raw canvas without preparation, the raw cotton that I use without any preparation. Okay, let's paint the head. Thank you so much, Joyce. Yeah. Joyce is one of my patrons. I thank to all of my patrons for all the support. I really appreciate. I thank more the ones that used to buy me paintings. No, that's not. No, I thank everybody. Just mixing black and camion red. Okay, let's see. Everything is okay. A touch of white and red just to add some highlights here. Okay, let me use another brush. need to paint here a little bit of the neck. Okay, I need some reflected light below the chin. Just make it a little bit orange. Okay, don't forget about edges, the edges. We have to soften all the edges. Edges are really important every time that we want to create more volume, make things come forward, make things recede. Every time that we want to do that, we have to think about the edges. Okay, I'm going to paint the background. Okay, hello Joy T. Hello. What size is this painting? This is kind of 8 by, counting the palette, I mean it's the same canvas, it's kind of 8 by 12. Okay. Can you please make a video on color theory? Okay. I always try to explain a little bit of color theory every time that I paint. Oh, no, but that's gonna be okay making a special video about color theory. I have some okay, in my channel there are some that so easy to spot then, because it says in the title it says color theory. Have to work again on the hair, adding the highlights. Just working right now on the background. Just want this neutral gray color. I don't because I'm planning to add more red to the hat. A pure brush strokes of red and some pure brush strokes of red to or orange to the hair. Oh, I need white. Okay, and what else? I need to maybe darken a little bit some areas. I'm thinking an accent maybe here, really black here. No, not that, you know, that don't like black, but dark and dark here. Just there. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna add some saturation on the shadow. Let's see. You know. See, I still have time and I just want to think a little bit more. Okay. Small town, it amazes me that YouTube crops get thousands of live views and something as wonderful as this only gets 74 people watching. Oh, thank you so much. 74 people is a lot. I mean, I think it's a lot. I'm really happy with that. Thank you, Michelle Ramos. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, oh, for the people that maybe wants to just kind of invite me something or to say thank you in some way, like they say, I have this coffee app. It's like, yeah, I mean, don't feel like I'm asking you for something, and just some people so nice that they want to kind of say, hey man, I want to invite you a coffee. Okay, and that's the coffee. Michelle Ramos, I don't know how much is 2,500. I don't know the currency, but it looks like a lot. Thank you so much. Okay. $50. Oh my God, that's a lot. Thank you so much, Michelle. I was thinking maybe she made a mistake. She added one more zero by mistake. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. We always appreciate money. We all love money. What I'm doing here is just, I don't want to create like a lot of contrast. I want, let's say, that get confused in some areas with the background, and of course I'm gonna add some accent. Okay, and then I'm gonna check out and see. Okay, for example, let's say that if I squint down my eyes, this and this get lost here. I can see a little bit more of the contrast. And now the idea is just to add let's say pick up a little bit with a palette knife. Okay, an accent there. I don't know if you can see fully. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and here get lost. I see a little bit of contrast, and I think that's okay because. In this way I can make this kind of ghosty here and here, and it's not like because I want to make it that ghosty, it's just, I mean, kind of disappear. It's just because I want this to get some attention to, yeah? The eyes go like to the face, to this area. Now I don't want, I love this. One mistake that sometimes we love something and we start just adding everywhere. Okay, gotta be careful with that. A touch is okay when we like overwork something. I mean that's when we start to create something that's I want to say a word that I don't know how to pronounce it perfectly. There's monotonous. When there is no variety, when something is it's a repetition, and something that could happen if, let's say, that I have this effect here, everywhere. Okay. Hello, SG. I find difficult to value the color with high saturation. Yes, that's something that's real. When the color has high saturation, sometimes it's gonna look lighter than when it's mute. But it's not like it's. Let's say that so many people. One color that could happen so often is red, because red is fully saturated, and red is a, let's say that there's a dark color. You compare with white, with yellow, orange. It's kind of, if you take out the color from red, you're gonna have a grayish color that's gonna be kind of maybe here, not a dark maybe, but that's gonna be a mid-tone gray, and that's kind of tricky with color. Okay, what else? Let's paint the hair. I have to zoom out the image because but that's another thing that we take advantage of, because saturated color looks lighter. Yeah? We can make, let's say we can put the same value on the face, let's say here and here, same value. If you put this black and white, it's going to be the same value. I mean, I'm not saying that it's the same value my painting, I'm just trying to make an example. And this has more saturation that's going to pop forward more than the color that's next to this color. Just it's because just saturation. It's going to look lighter when in fact it's not lighter, it's just more colorful. Mixing just cadmium yellow with a touch of red. I'm not trying to copy this perfectly. Okay, just trying to, let's say, create some frame to the face, and wanna add some accent here, just here, and maybe just here. Okay. Now a little bit. Yeah, I think that's it with the hair. Okay, she has a coat. Here. Okay, I'm gonna add more orange. Okay, I think this, I'm just exaggerating maybe the orange right now, but let's see. If this is not okay, I'm gonna change maybe some colors. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna add some blue here on the background, or blue here. Okay. Let's see. I still have to work on the face. Okay, that was a good time spent on the background, the head. Now let's go back to the face because you know that I still need to work things here. For example, here's a little bit darker. Okay, I'm gonna read the comments just a minute. Thank you, Mervat. Joyce. Oh, Joyce is asking me for the freckles. Okay, Joyce. I gotta do it now. Hello, Phyllis Harris. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Carol. Okay, Carol. Okay. Okay, I was where I was thinking. Okay, then I was working on the eyebrow. Okay, just a second. I'm going to zoom in the image here in my screen. What else? What else? I have to check out everywhere. Okay, this nostril is too big. Okay. But I need to make this darker. I always add a little bit of red here, but that's optional, okay? That's just optional. If I get closer, you're gonna see that is like, just a second to zoom in. You see it's like a dark red here. It's no black, it's more like a reddish brownish color. And for the mouth, I add more alizarin crimson to make this line darker, but with color. It's not dark just because it has black. The same, as you get closer, you're gonna see some red there, dark red. Yeah. Happens the same with the tear duct, this area here, so it's a dark red. With these things that maybe you're not gonna see on the picture, that's optional. Know that I love classical painting, and in classical paintings you see that classical painters, like for example maybe one painter that you can see really high resolution images is Bouguereau's paintings. I don't know if I'm saying it right, Bouguereau's, and you can see that if you analyze his paintings. You can see how he chooses to, let's say, knock down some contrast, some specific areas, just to add more contrast to another areas of the face, or specifically, or the whole painting. For example, for painting the brows, I could add more like a neutral brown, even it could be kind of greenish brown, more like a burnt umber. Okay. Do not. There is a difference between burnt sienna and burnt umber, and let's say. It's not main thing. I know that she has red hair. Yeah, that means that she. No, it's not red head. I mean, it has red head in my painting, but she's not red head. I mean, that would be logical to add more red or orange here on the brows, but that's not gonna look natural. You gotta choose to do that. Some details that maybe somebody analyzes says, oh, okay, oh, I see something that's not okay here, but usually nobody notices. Nobody's gonna notice that. And you know, I mean, for me, when I was a student, I saw this painting so often, classical painting so often. I did some studies. I never realized about making this area here a little bit reddish, or painting the nostrils just not too dark, and add always a little bit of red. Try to make those areas transparent. For me, I just saw the image. Let's say that I saw some that was dark, and for me it was about just adding something really dark. It worked. Okay, I'm not gonna say that doesn't work. It worked, but the result is different. I don't know. I mean, with time, I prefer kind of a more natural look than something too sharp in contrast, and too sharp contrast and too sharp with edges. But that's optional. Huh? It's just something that we like or we don't like. Just that. It's not something that we have to do, or it's gonna make our paintings better. No, just optional. I mean, what is gonna make our paintings better is always pay attention to values. Okay. If the values are okay, and of course with value color is okay, everything is gonna be okay. And of course the proportion. So many things to juggle. Let's add some freckles. I don't want too much paint on the brush. Let's see. I'm not using too much paint, okay? I just using just the tip of the brush. I think that's okay with the freckles. Okay, now let's add more contrast to some areas of the painting. For example, here. Okay, there are some things that we can do with the edges, like for example, make some sharp edges in some area. This is what's going to happen. Every time that you have a sharp edge, I mean, our eyes is gonna go there. It's gonna drive our attention to that area. Is that what you want? Okay, and is that what you want? Go ahead. I mean, but it's not about making all. Let's say if I do the same with the contour. Okay, that's gonna look like I have cut some piece with some scissors and just stick there. That's gonna kill volume. Okay, that's gonna kill the illusion of three-dimensionality. There, just there. I can make this kind of lost, then come back with a little bit of contrast here. Okay. Okay, the same for here. We can do the same, make this a little bit darker. Every time that we create more contrast, that means that we want more attention. It's just like screaming out loud. We're gonna be listened. Okay. And this is something optional. It's not gonna be. I can change this. For example, I can make it sharp here and lost here. That's gonna be better. Both options. It's not like something that you have to do here or there. It's just that it's not a good idea to have all sharp. It doesn't matter if you sharpen one side and lost another area and sharp again. As soon as you have that, that's okay. But not everything sharp. And check out paintings. And when you start to analyze that, you start to see that you're gonna see that in paintings. You're gonna see, and then you start to realize, oh my God, this guy that he painted this, he was thinking about that. It's not just about making the contour. No, it was about thinking what's gonna happen with that contour, how this contour is gonna affect, it's gonna help the portrait or not. Okay. Like for example, here is a good example. Sharp, lost. Simple as that. What happens if I make this sharp and this lost? Or I make both sharp? Both are would be calling for attention. Be calling to be seen. But be patient of this, because I mean it takes a little bit of time to control this thing about the edges. Why? Because we love to see sharp edges. We just love that. But usually that happens that because we paint, let's say, and we don't think about watching the whole painting. We think just in a small area that we are working. In that small area, we want to give everything. Make everything sharp because it looks beautiful. I mean, it looks beautiful for real. But when you start working the nose, the mouth, and when you see all together, everything is sharp. And that's it doesn't look natural. Okay, some freckles. I gotta check out the eyes. I need to add more. I need to make this a little bit darker. Okay, let me see the comments. Hello, Nikki. How are you? Hello, Mary. Monotonous is not you. Oh, okay. I was reading a comment. Hello, Peter Kovacs. Is this technique sharp edges only on the eyes? Everything else mostly blended edges? No, I mean, to be honest, I would like to do the same on the eyes. Soften more and maybe do that the same that I do to the whole portrait of the eyes and the nose. But that's kind of difficult to work in the small areas. And basically, if we keep the eyes, let's say, sharp, that's gonna be okay. Yeah? But usually we see the eyes. The eyes are really important in a portrait. Or eyes usually, or we're gonna just look for eyes always. Okay. I had a party yesterday. Oh, that's good, Nikki. Mary, I'd like to purchase this painting. Oh, Mary, so sorry, Joyce. She bought this about maybe a half an hour ago. Reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, yeah, I mean, you have red hair, yes, Joyce? Yeah. Uh, okay. I think the lower edges of the eyes should be softer, right? So, okay, I'm gonna check out that. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. I need to. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm thinking of sharpening this edge a little bit more. Right here. I'm squinting my eyes, checking everywhere. I need more shadow this side of the mouth, the upper lip. There, I think I need to make it grow here. I have to check out everywhere. little bit of light here. Step back. Okay. Maybe I need more shadow here. Yeah, I need to make this darker. Okay, step back. Okay, I see something that is not okay. This shadow here, I have to soften that. Oh, I think somebody told me that on the comments. I'm just realizing about this now. The upper lip, I'm still not happy with the upper lip. I think it looks thicker. I don't know. Maybe I need more shadow, or I need to reduce the upper lip up from up here. Sorry. I need to go to it. Just checking for a minute. What else? I have to make this a little bit darker. Okay. I'm just checking now, squinting down my eyes a lot. Okay, and going all over, checking out the whole face. I think I have to light up here. Yeah. What time is it? Almost 3 hours. Okay, like this is my Patreon sessions. You wanna join? You know, you have the link there in the description box. We paint Tuesdays, we paint Saturdays, Sundays, Wednesdays. Oh my God, we paint the whole week. Okay, I have to move this shadow. I mean, I just realized about this. Right now I have to move this shadow down a little bit lower. Yeah. I didn't see this. Now it's a good option to use a mirror. Okay. You know that usually what I do as a screen, I make a screenshot and compare with the image I have here in in my monitor. I didn't do this today. I think I'm okay with this painting. I think everything is okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of white with a touch of yellow, almost nothing. Okay. What else? Let me see the time. I think. Oh, 3 hours. It's time to go. A little bit of touches here, just to knock down the color here. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you see something that maybe I should correct, let me know. You know that after painting a couple of hours, 3 hours, definitely we just don't see that much now, and definitely there are some mistakes, and I'm not able to see. Oh, Nikki saying something about the upper lip. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a mistake that I've been trying to correct the whole session. I mean, I was trying to thin this upper lip, just little by little. I don't want this area just to grow that much, because if I make this grow too much, maybe the mistake that's gonna be on the nose. Move the nose down a little bit lower, or that's gonna add more. I prefer, let's say the mistake is the nose, that I have to move the nose a little bit lower. With that, I would be able to thin the upper lip, let's say. Okay, if I had to choose what to do, I gotta choose just to leave the upper lip thicker, a little bit thicker, instead of moving everything, the nose. That's why I was just moving little by little this upper lip. Okay, what else? What else? Yeah, I think just that, eh? What else? I think just that. That's it. Okay. That's it for today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Okay. I appreciate. Thank you so much to Joyce for buying this painting today. Thank you so much to Michelle for the super chat. And thank you all for being here. See you next time. See you Thursday. Take care. Bye. I'm still here, just checking out. Okay, bye everybody. For my patrons, see you in a couple of hours. Bye.